Hello, it's Sue here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. Hope you're ready for a little bit of crafting. Today I'm sharing something a bit different again. This is the Margarete Miller's Collage Weekly Assignments. I did this not last year but the year before from memory, and I thought I'd start again this year. It's a weekly challenge, if you like. She provides the prompts and you just follow along. So I've got hold of the prompts. They're available on her website and I've printed them out ready to go. Haven't cut them out yet, but I plan to cut them out and put them on the back of each of the collages that I produce. So I've decided this year that what I'll do, instead of putting them in a book or a journal, I'm going to put them on individual cards, a bit like her prompt cards. But at the end of the year, what I'd like to do is probably bind these into a little book. So my cards are 4 inches across by 6 inches down. And I've cut a few to start me off. And this is the first one. And as you can see, I've already started. The prompt for this week, or the prompts, are any kind of transportation. So I've used this image of bicycles, a library card, a zoo animal, your handwriting, stained paper, and the bonus, which you can use or leave off. You know, if you can't find one of the other things and you've got a sticker, you can use that. Or you can use them all. Okay, so like I say, I've got myself a little bit organised. So I've got tea stain paper, and this is a bit that I've used some distress inks on. This is my image, a tiger. I have got a sticker. We'll see if I use that. This is a portion of a library card. So I've got that. That's more paper, bits and bobs. That's, you know, splattered with my ink. And I've got a book page. So let's get started. I'm thinking of using them mostly this way around. So that will be where I start. And this is kind of what I've worked out. I want him peeking out from behind both those first papers. And I was thinking my sticker would go something like here. Now it calls for handwriting. My handwriting's not very good, but I did have a play and I've written on this bit of tea stain paper, be fearless. Whether you can see that. Be fearless. So I might tear that out and use that. Okay, so let me see. And I'm not going to go berserk and add lots of bits here, I don't think. I'm going to start reasonably slowly, reasonably gently. Okay, so this piece, I'm going to use my pencil so that I get things in the right place. Okay. So we'll put the tiger down first. And I'm using glue stick for this. So off to the side, onto my glue book. I'm hoping these videos will be quite quick videos, so they're not They don't take up too much of your time. That's crafting time after all. Okay, so that's a tiger. Now this piece, it'd help if I put it straight, wouldn't it? There we go. That piece will go about there. So let's glue that up. Just pulling this along to make sure it covers this bottom corner. And that's reasonably straight. Okay. Now our tea stained or stained piece goes down here. Ooh, sticky hands. Just grab my brayer. There we go. And we'll trim this off. Oops, sorry, did I knock you then? Sorry about that. Okay, so there we go. Now, do I add some book page? I'm not quite sure what this image is, but it's going there. Okay, let's have a look at this. Yeah, I might put this up in that corner. Just rip it. Does it look a bit lost over there? Tissue paper, my very favourite. What if we scrunch some of this along here? Will we do that? I think we might. Okay. Let me just grab. I'm going to use the art glitter glue just to hold these pleats. Actually, that would have been better. That's it. Trim the top. Then this piece will go here, and we might edge that. No. I might use my black pen and just do some dots and dashes or something around there, I think. What if I put that on there and on here? Would that help? That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's just put the lid on here. Do a little bit of inking on that because that's a bit bright. Doesn't need to be too much. That will do. And I'm going to add a stamp and call that number 1, as it's the first prompt. I'll use black ink. Okay, so I'm using my StazOn. Number 1. Actually, let's glue it all together first, just in case. That's it. And we want number 1 down here. I've got glue all over the side of the stamp. Okay, number 1. Stamp that off. Back it goes. That just leaves my sticker. And I actually think that I'm going to stitch around here. Did I say that? I think I will. Okay, I'll go and stitch this on the machine and I will be right back. So there we are, that's the first one finished. That is prompt number 1. And prompt number 1 was any kind of transportation. Got bicycles there somewhere. A library card here, zoo animal, my handwriting, stained paper, and the bonus was a sticker. So that's it, first one done. On to the second one. So this one is prompt number 2, and it's asking us to use our least favourite colour, a sewing notion, something out of the recycle bin, a foreign language, a tea bag cover, and the bonus prompt is fibre, yarn or string. Okay, I'll just set that aside. Now, my least favourite colour. I don't really have a least favourite colour. The one that I seldom use, I think, is purple or mauve, you know, this sort of colour. I very rarely use it. When I look back through my projects, I don't see an awful lot. So I've gone with that, and I've paired it with an orangey colour too. So I've got all my bits and bobs here. And as I've said before, I'm working on a 4x6 piece of heavy paper. So I'll just organise myself a little bit and we'll get started. So first things first, I've added my book page. And this, I believe, is German text. But it's beautiful. It's old style German text. So I've added that to my card, and I've got 2 pieces here. Obviously, because this was an old book page, and I tried to trim it down too soon after applying the glue, it's torn away the edges. But that's fine because I plan to use this piece along here, like so, and with this piece coming next. So I'm going to start adding my papers, and I have had a bit of a play, so I've got a rough idea where things are going, which will save a bit of time with this video. Okay. Just tear that off. And I'm using glue stick again today. And I literally just want to cover that margin. There we go. I didn't glue all the way to the edge, so hopefully that will be fine. Okay, and the next one is this one. And I really only want to see a portion of this, so I better trim this off first so I can see exactly where I'm going. that to the side. And I am working with straight edges more or less for this piece. Normally I tear, but I'm going to try, I want to see just how this looks with straight edges. So just fold that back. I might just have to trim down the end there, because that's not very straight either. So more glue stick. There we are. So that's that piece. Now I have this part of a check that I was thinking would go down here. But I've also got to work in my item from the trash bin. And what I've used, this is a pizza box. And because it was quite thick, what I've managed to do is peel back some of the paper off the back. I haven't got it all, and I've been a bit careful so as not to rip. But I have got a good portion of it. I think I might stop while I'm ahead with that. So it's not too thick, that piece. And that piece is going to go down here, I think. Yeah, I quite like that dark colour behind my image. It was either that or more book page. I think I'm going to stick with that. And for my a sewing notion, I'm using now, I've decided to use some embroidery thread. So this is perlate thread. So I've just wound some around this little piece, and that's going on here somewhere. I'm thinking up around here, just overlapping. That goes there. And I've played again with my handwriting, and I've made this little label from actually from the margin of the book page. So it's old paper. So I don't know whether you can see that. So that's going up here. And I also have a stamp. Double check that I've got everything I need here. Least favourite colour, sewing notion, something from the recycle bin, foreign language. Yes, I've practically covered that. Never mind. Tea bag cover, well, that's a portion. And bonus yarn, right. That was this piece. Okay. I think what I might do is I'm going to back this and thread some yarn through. So I'll just put that there for the time being. This one I might take a fraction off the top of this. So that sits right up there. I'm going to sew around this card too, so everything on the very ends or the edges will get sewn. So I'm thinking there. Bring this out. Okay, let's start getting some pieces down. So I think we need to get this one down. I'm just going to mark up here. Maybe it's this piece that needs to go. And these are just digital prints, and most of mine come from the Graphics Fairy. Okay, pop that aside. Trim up the side. So now all I have to do is sew around the edge. Ooh, that's not very straight. We'll have to do because it's well and truly stuck. I'm going to sew around the edge and add my my piece here. So I've got to fiddle with that. So basically, let's find a piece of card. I want something that's not too thick. I think that will do. Ooh. And we'll glue this to it. Be careful because it's quite fragile, that paper. Okay, we'll trim it out. And what we might do is add a little bit of distress. Where's my brush? Okay, I'm using antique linen. Don't want too much. That edge particularly needed some attention. Yep, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is punch a couple of small holes. I have this punch here, and if I punch a couple of holes in this end, I can thread my twine in. So let's have a look at that. One there. And one there. Now, let's see if I can do a bow. I've got glue on my fingers, so that could be interesting. Can you hear the crows? We've had a fox around here, a young fox, and if the crows see it, they chase it. It's a bit of a concern for us because of the sheep. I mean, they're big enough now, oh, I don't like that, that they can defend themselves. But, you know, if a fox knows there are animals around, he'll be back. So we're not too chuffed at the moment about that. And we're hoping the crows are successful in chasing it off. We will see. That's better. And that's probably about the right size. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. Can you hear that? I must be due a cup of coffee. Oh dear. It's embarrassing. That'll do. Okay, so that takes care of the twine. And this twine is quite good. You can pull it and shape it a little bit with your nails. So we like that. Now I'm going to pop a little bit of art glitter glue here to try and hold that knot in place. It dries clear, so you won't see that. Okay, so where do we put that? Up there or down here? What do you think? Last decision of the day. I think it's going down here. There. Yep. Right there. That's it. And I might do the same and draw some lines around here. There we go. Don't think we'll get them in down there, but that's fine. Okay, let's see. No, I think that's it. I'll take it to the sewing machine and I'll be back. So there we are. Prompt number 2 is done. I added some white dots around this piece just because I thought it needed something to lift it a bit. And I've also sponged over here with antique linen. That was a bit white. I've left some areas you need a highlight, but I have used the antique linen over there. So that's number 2 done. Right, I better go and get on with Junk Journal January. So I'll see you in the next video, hopefully. Thanks so much for calling past today. Bye.